Okay. I think I'm ready. Just okay. All right, let's get back into the investigation. We were mid-investigation, and I had to cut it off so I could get to work. Here it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands. All right, I'm not gonna look in his mouth. I don't need to see that.
Hepatobiliary, Na.
Some magnesium. Hepatobiliary? What? I don't know what that means.
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I'll just write
Same for
NA.
toxicology and serology.
All right, just write NA. I'm not going to question
The
him.
body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal. Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
We're going to omit the voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Bite
Head,
marks.
chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Volume is low. Hang on.
And your opinion, officer?
All right, we'll bump it up a little. Thank you. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Non-fatal post-mortem. I mean, it's not a fatal injury, obviously. Well, I mean, post-mortem and like fatal injury and post-mortem injury are two like different categories. I just tried to scroll up with my mouse wheel on a PS5 game. Whatever, don't think about it too much. They're not the
Agreed.
fatal injury.
Next injury?
All right, contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
The lieutenant's admission has caused great gratitude in Kuna. He is silent with it. Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal, post-mortem.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark.
Dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
Fatal injury.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much,
Did
and
I
it
get
leaves
bit
much
by
to
something
be
last night?
questioned. But it's a start.
Like an itchy spot on my forehead.
Let's
All right.
wrap this up. Pronounce this field autopsy over.
That's a 3rd skill point that I need to use still. How did it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
What now?
Now we put him in a body bag and I drive him to Forborg for processing.
Did Miso lick my forehead? I don't think so.
The lieutenant looks at the dead man one more time, then at his notebook, then at corpse again.
He's not much of a licker.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
Let's try the perception.
You run your hands
Obviously.
over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Not when I failed the check. I'm not going to bother looking in his
seems
pants.
to yawn contentedly, as though it's glad you've run out of steam.
Not when I'm awake. That's fair. He was looking so comfy this
Do you
morning.
think
I
we
don't think
missed
we're going to
something?
see him today.
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
I've got a gut feeling there's more to it.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Where do we find
It
a
would
fridge?
have to be industrial in size. Let's start by
Yeah,
asking
let's
Bart,
ask the guy at the
Rolling
hotel
Rags,
that hates me
and the
if we
fleet
can just put a
store
dead
down the
body in
road.
his freezer.
If
That's a
they don't
great
know,
idea.
But only if all else fails.
End it free, and then Kuno.
Fuck are
Okay.
you looking at, being old man? You want a piece of the Kuno?
How's it going,
Wanna
Griggs?
get fucked?
Only if all else fails. This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
All right, that's the priority then. How is my perception anyway? 2? I've got 4 skill points. Holy shit. Let's put 1 into perception. Do I have any hang on. Perception. Any close? Nothing.
The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour, he looks less like a creature and more like a pile of intestines.
Brushing your teeth, hitting the gum where the tooth used to be. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
It's still 3%? Oh, man. With -1 because we established probable cause?
You really ought to wait until the cadaver is refrigerated. Digging around in this mess now is proving hopelessly difficult.
Okay. I used to have a, and it's better now, I think, especially that I switched toothpastes, but, on my top molars, the gum was, my gums were like a little higher up or something, like they had receded a little bit, so the only chance would be double 6s. I guess that, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But, so like the roots of my teeth were just like barely exposed. So if I had something really cold and it hit that, there'd be like it's a horrible feeling. But if I'm brushing my teeth and I hit that too, it'd be like a lightning bolt. So, I'm glad that I don't have to deal with that anymore. All right, there's the old lady. All right, we'll start at the whirling in rags. I don't know why I came down here. Well, I guess we can ask at the Freet. We're already here. Hey, do you have a big fridge by chance?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you have a fridge? Do you know that?
Right behind you.
Need to store a corpse there.
You're joking, right?
It would never fit.
Yeah, super funny.
Does it have a warehouse?
A warehouse? I don't know.
That's asking about the
Maybe.
blue door, I think,
don't
though, not
really care
about
what
the
fruit
fridge.
does.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Okay, bye. I need to come up with, do I have any more bottles to turn in?
The tear machine stands in the corner.
Not gonna ask a stupid question. I need to play this again immediately when I'm finished, just as an absolute bastard of a cop. Just make the worst decisions I can.
Can I help you?
I'm in need of a
Yes,
fridge.
yes, for the dead body.
Hell yeah.
You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Correct him.
We want to put a very important dead body.
I don't care. You're not putting a dead body into my fridge.
You're just gonna say something mean.
This is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. You don't have to ask me why you can't store a dead body in my kitchen.
It would only be for...
Maybe they're better decisions than I think, really getting into the cop character.
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Kind of already is a macabre circus.
Wow. Turn the lieutenant off like he was a busted old radio. He really is the lord of his realm.
Kim, do your eyebrow
I hate
thing.
to say it, but looks like we're going to have to ask Kuno if he knows of a spare fridge around here.
I think I need 20 real for my hotel bill, if I remember right. Which... Need $1 and 1.61. 1 real, 61 cents. The edible you had last night is not worn off even a little bit. It might have been an edible that was responsible for me missing stream on what, Tuesday? Tuesday morning? Because of my actions on Monday evening. But I slept like a damn baby. 8 or 9 hours? Damn. Right, Kuno. Let's go see Kuno. We gotta... We gotta get this thing on ice. Actually, yeah, does anybody just have ice? Just put a bunch of ice blocks on him. Kuno, I will trade you amphetamines for a fridge. How do you feel about that, buddy?
Fuck does Kuno care?
I need a fridge.
For the fuck him. Good thing you asked the Kunmeister. Kuno knows a fridge. Perfect for freezing.
I thought you would.
Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's investment? Wasn't going.
You can't turn Kuno into...
Kuno.
God, I keep pressing the options button to try to get to the menus. I keep forgetting that's not right. Composure. All right, we're taking off the hat. Oh, it had -1 for. All right.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Need a
For the
fridge.
fuck him.
I thought you would.
Bacon Man's in a rush. But
All right.
what's in it for the Kuno?
58%. It cannot be
What's the
retried.
return on Kuno's
Oh.
investment?
All right, I want this one.
Going?
You can't turn Kuno into...
Kuno.
I can't level it up more? Why? Why? Is it because my intellect is so low? Yeah. I see. Gotcha. So these things have... Okay. So the available slots for each is determined by your base stats. Got it. All right, everybody
Kuno
cross
care?
your fingers, okay?
For the fucking Bacon Man's in a rush. But what's in it for the Kuno? What's the return on Kuno's investment?
Big money, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Kuno's a poor kid from a poor neighborhood. Say your job is on the line. He'll sympathize.
I'm not sure about
No,
this.
it's not weakness. It's sincere. Do not
All right.
confuse sincerity with weakness. Say it. Trust me.
The fuck are you doing right now? The fuck is this shit?
Don't pay attention to him. Just keep telling your sad story.
Oh, great. This is my only option.
It's not that dramatic. We can just send the body to processing.
Jim, shut up.
Kuno's never seen anything so lame. Listen, pig. If you were Kuno, the fuck would you care?
You lied to me, Golden Mouth,
You
man.
just haven't done it long enough. You need to do it even longer.
It's about the You know what? If I were Kuno, I probably wouldn't care.
See sad shit? Kuno doesn't fucking care about this sad shit. Your sad shit. Now, how about you at least try to entertain the Kuno, or get the fuck off his crime scene?
Why don't we go pester some other kids now?
Shit.
Kuno
Okay.
doesn't fucking care.
The man is decomposing visibly.
That didn't work
now.
out.
Every hour, the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Okay, nothing
Come
new.
back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
I can put another point in perception. I don't think it's gonna do much, but betray the Kuno by getting the drugs but not giving them to him. That's fair. Yeah, that might have helped. If I forget one of these. Oh, it'll be lost forever. Damn, I want to do these.
man is
We'll try one more
decomposing
time.
visibly now. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. You really ought to wait until the cadaver is refrigerated.
Fine. Bridge the body. Whirling Freet, Kuno, other local kids. I mean, I don't think Kuno S is going to help us with anything. That's the only other local kid I know. There's probably a fridge at the harbor, but those guys have no interest in helping. You're not gonna help me at all.
Trying to sneak up on me again?
Yeah. I mean, maybe we just send it away for processing then and skip it. Oh! Alright, there's just $8 sitting there. Pretty happy about that. About the balcony. Who are you? Oh, you're the smoker.
The piggies have learned how
Or
to
no, not the
saunter
smoker,
up staircases.
The artist.
I didn't think you could do that with hooves, but here you are.
We've evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Good for her.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Piggy Boo.
Piggy Boo. All right. What did I get? The inventory tab was highlighted as if I...
An intricate web
Had
of blue
something.
lines stretches. It still kind of looks...
Whatever. Diablo 1. Landlord still hasn't been out to clear your drive. You know, cut them some slack. You know, they're working hard, I'm sure. Pants. I do like the yellow pants a lot. I love the -1 savoir-faire tight around the thighs, +1 electrochemistry tight around the crotch. Okay. I don't think there's anything else in here. Almost missed that. Hey lady, do you have a fridge?
Give me a moment.
What Kuno's dad?
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. A poor communard from the looks of it.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not.
Let's go.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
We can break in.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11. What are you doing?
Damn.
You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutter.
Body of the
It's
lock.
really not working.
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, Detective.
Wow.
He's just trying to help.
Rude.
Don't take it bad. Relax.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
Kim pointed out the shackle. Wow.
The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, Detective.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
Alright, who's that?
He's known as the father of scientific communism, also known as Mazovianism. His theories about economic history greatly influenced, some would even say sparked, the anti-centennial revolution.
Hero of the working class. I feel like...
Whoever lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm.
Okay.
There aren't many communists around, not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems.
I mean, that's a dumb question,
White Star,
but...
the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard.
Some roles are
How
infuriating.
fitting.
Well, if they're really a communist, they won't mind me taking their stuff. +1 to conceptualization, or... Nah, I think we're good. Think he's dead? Nope, he's alive.
The aging alcoholic is...
And it doesn't seem like he has a fridge. Ooh, I found some alcohol. Yeah, I just keep finding money. Someone's watching. This is the smoker's apartment. Martin Martinez.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced.
Yeah, I think we might want to just send the body in for processing if we can't find anything else. Yeah, maybe that lady has a fridge on her boat somewhere. Alright, have a good one, Cup of Nudes. I had a busy day yesterday. Ended up staying late at work a little bit.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I talked to Everett Claire.
You have. And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Finally, time to choose sides.
Not important.
Of course, Detective. Excuse me for implying otherwise.
The RCM does not pick sides in this. I hope it doesn't come off any other way.
Yeah, alright, Archie.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself.
Vidim?
However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat.
We're not dancer.
Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name. A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
Needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about the sleek fish?
What?
Because it's sleek and
I think I'll
fish-like.
stick with the factory name, but thank you. My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Then name it Eel's Hip.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Kim, I think you're being sarcastic.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Well, yeah, when you're rich.
There is a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it is playful.
We're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around
I
here.
haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
But Kim likes driving it. He liked the spinners.
Neither is this.
He's a car
toy,
guy.
I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
All right, I've got a handle on the
Good.
boat thing. See ya. Why does my... Oh, it's the, right, the alcohol. I didn't select that yet. 4 uses left. Oh, so that gives me a temporary boost. But also hurts morale. Okay. Well, that's good to know in case I need it. Maybe the old guys playing with their balls will know something. Although I still haven't recovered their ball yet. I don't think you say anything, right? You're just like a, yeah. You got a fridge?
We're still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
Uh-huh. I found your guard booth.
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
I get
Feels
ya.
like he has to justify himself for some reason.
You must have seen something on the... Oh, who's the girl? Let's try that. Well, that's gonna piss him off, but...
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
I don't think she's nobody.
Lady is Jean-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Okay. You must have seen something?
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
I thought money was tight, Renee. You lying to me? Who was working your shift?
No one. The boss has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officers. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
It's actually nice of him. We don't need to get all the elderly back in the job market, though. I don't want to take sides. A lot of extremes here. Rent out his services, invest the profit. None of these are good options. I don't want to say that. 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 I guess this is where we call it. This is where the game ends. I'll just sit here stubbornly. Damn it. I feel like it's either 1 or 5. But I don't want to praise Everard. Okay, to the old guys. Sure.
Can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now?
Hang on, there was something else. Why are you on leave?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
Totally fair.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
A real man's man is apparently a man in an early grave.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
No, you don't.
No one.
All right, we've been
has been guarding.
Yes.
been through
Look,
this.
officer, the container yard.
The possibility.
Same thing.
Created this job.
Everard gets
Can we
it.
conclude the topic?
Got it.
Yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
I might be able to boost composure. Hang on. I already have +2 in composure. All right. And I've leveled it up as much as I can. All right, we'll try again.
Vigilance officer.
See you later, Val.
What can this old carabiner?
As Rennie turns
Hey,
from
we
his
finally caught a
partner
break.
back, the medals on his chest rattle and glare. He keeps his spine straight and his ribcage lifted, displaying them proudly.
How many medals?
2. The larger one is shaped like a cross, while the smaller medal resembles the sun. A crowned head in front of 2 crossed rifles. The medal hangs from a blue striped triangle.
Sun?
A small blue star inside an orange sun.
You have to get your
It
wife
has
to take the kids
word
to school.
Valiance written below.
Did you have your appointment already? How'd that go? Not great, huh?
For bravery.
It's a conflicted topic for the old veteran. There must have been a number of controversial episodes in his service days.
That's what I was gonna say. Controversial. It's a conflicted topic. Just question it.
For doing my duty in the heat of battle. For looking my mortality in the eye. When men like Gaston here hid in the bushes and shot themselves.
I'm really calling out Gaston
He
there.
saved some muddy princeling who foolishly strolled into the front line in his gown of velvet and gold.
Saved a princeling.
It was on the first months of the revolution here in Revachol. Unrest was spreading like wildfire. Marauders had taken most of the Couronne and were getting really ambitious. King Frisel thought he could end it all in one decisive strike. Sent his cousin, Drisson, to put an end to the unrest. Alas, the young Drisson was all piss and no vinegar, wearing a tunic of purple velvet and cockatiel feathers to battle. Even his rifle was gold-plated, shone from 5 clicks away. Can you imagine the asininity?
Asininity. What a great word. Cortisone injections. Arthritis, low cartilage. Well, I hope things, yeah. Things improve. Hope you don't have to get surgery. Best of luck.
Purple velvet tunic. That isn't exactly camo.
To keep the long and bloody story short, Drisson marched us against the partisans in Couronne. And when I say marched, I mean made us walk into captured enemy territory, single file, like toy soldiers, while he rode in front on his giant red stallion.
A red stallion.
The rebels were smart. They let us come real close before opening fire. Suffice to say, it was carnage.
Bastards.
I got shot in the left shoulder and went down. Just a flesh wound. But just as I turned over, the prince fell into the mud next to me. He was missing his lower jaw. Then his horse, driven mad by the noise and smell of gunpowder, stepped on my leg and shattered my knee.
It's painful to even think about.
Then what did you
I
do?
grabbed my sidearm and shot the beast in the head. Then everything went black.
Well, at least you got revenge.
Capitaine Arnoux, le fléau des chevaux.
When I came to, it was all over. It was just me and Jolas Tresson, gurgling in the blood-soaked mud right next to me. The dink had taken numerous flesh wounds and lost a lot of blood. But despite missing his jaw, he seemed hesitant to die. Tougher than he looked, that one.
This would never happen to Johnny Lawjaw. I'd give up.
He didn't. I hoisted the prick on my back and started crawling. Kept going until the 59th Cavalry picked us up.
Kept going with a shattered knee, huh?
Since
Carried a guy?
Miracle, we both survived. And the jealous freak convinced Frissel to give me a medal for not leaving him to die in his own blood. Piece and shit.
So, he has some respect for him, but he's called him a dink, prick, and a freak.
He was the commanding officer, and I was on duty. Just doing my job. Shouldn't hand out medals for that. 13 months later,
So now
I
he's pretending to
received the
have
Sun
some humility.
for distinguished service. It's not worth mentioning.
I shouldn't get a medal for that, but I'm going to proudly wear it on my shirt and make sure everyone sees it.
You sense he's downplaying it. He did a lot more than his duty. More than anyone's duty. It's in his spine, in his billowing breasts, and untarnished self-worth.
Sounds like you're being
The
modest.
old carabinier stands quietly like a statue, his features motionless.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is that he crawled over 7 kilometers before the cavalrymen found him and Drizant. 2 days later that was. And that even whilst crawling with a mangled half-dead prince on his back, he still managed to murder 3 rebels on his way.
Is that pride in his voice? It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to the man himself, it's there.
You're proud of his heroics.
Sorry, officer, but you're reading me all wrong. I'm a man of peace, and these kinds of bloody heroics are only impressive to men like René himself. Certainly not to me.
Certainly.
How did you find the story to be, officer?
Sure. We'll suck up a little bit.
Maybe, but also bear in mind, officer. They don't end this out for anyone with a service record.
You picked all the non-opinion options. Just trying to be careful about when I express an opinion. And I'm pretty much just
no.
sucking up to
You
whoever
have
I'm talking
get
to.
shot repeatedly. And you need to get your hands bloody too. Really, really bloody.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about, Poltroon. Duty is something you will never understand.
Duty.
Bah! There were many such stories in those days. Many such men, too. True Revacholians. Men with backbone.
Oh, yes, René, yes. Men were bigger, girls were prettier, and everyone wore the fascia. Lord, please, bring those days back, if you can.
I'm not getting into this with you again. Officer, Was there anything else?
You should try to
I
come up
think
with
we're
a heroic
good.
story of your own. Impress this old soldier.
I don't think that's gonna do anything. We can give it a shot, I guess. We need double sixes.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, of
there doesn't
course.
seem
I did
to
heal
be
my morale,
anything
though.
worth mentioning among your achievements. You should resort to good old lying. Unless you want to tell him how you took Kuna down.
I knocked
the
out a kid.
decisiveness you exhibited in that situation
Oh, man.
will surely impress a man fond of order and discipline.
I'd rather get back to
Of
it.
course, sire. Looks like they're waiting for you to speak.
Okay. Can I not get out this way? I thought I could. Okay. You have anything good to say? You don't have a fridge,
Still
do you?
here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
All right. I don't want to risk the body decomposing too much. But since I can't seem to figure out who's on the roof there. Hang on, let's check in here once. If that's Kuno's secret hideout, then... And Kuno knows where a fridge is. God, maneuvering around here is so annoying. God, I can't even... Come on, let's go. Dude, how the hell do I get up there from here? Thank you. Okay, there's nothing here. I'm desperate at this point. I'm just grasping at straws. Okay.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Let's get a count.
8 pairs of boots have
Hell
shuffled
yeah.
back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right, the hardy boys in the mess hall of Welling in Rags.
One by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. Just like Titus was wearing in his booth, this is the big dick, Titus Hardy, the one with the ball cap on his head. Is it? They didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy, maybe even too easy. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. Either the blonde muscular guy, Glenn, or the young guy with a plectrum around his neck. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. The inked banger, perhaps. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. Theo, the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny fleck of cigarette ash inside the print. 5. Another standard work boot, reinforced toes, number 44. Same as before. Either the musician, Eugene, or the muscle-bound blonde, Glenn. 6. Light as air. Same make of boot, but number 41. Small like a rat, shanky.
I should have gotten this earlier.
Better late than never, detective. The whole world is dark and the tracks burn in it with strange beauty. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Fat Angus, carrying something? 8. Another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Curious. A missing 8th Hardy Boy.
7 sets of tracks, right? The Hardy Boys were here.
8.
That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary?
A leader like Titus doesn't let one of his guys out of sight easily, especially at a time like this.
All right, it's number 3.
Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy Boy. Wonder who he is.
Wait. The right sole is smoother, more worn. That could be the night watchman. He's got an injured leg. He'd be putting all his weight on one leg.
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
I like my idea better.
He regrets it the moment he says it.
Just nod. We're not going to make fun of
I don't
Kim.
know why I said that. We are not looking for a drummer. We are looking for a group of dock workers.
Dock workers? Somebody could have a side thing as a drummer and just, you know, wear the same shoes.
Clearly appreciates the chance to clear up the drummer issue himself.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
We'll nod.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
How old do you think they
A
are?
week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Ah, so that's why the footprints are still there, because they made them and then the ground froze.
Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state.
That's what I just said.
The commotion here could have taken place a week ago. The man is decomposing visibly. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
All right. Take him away. We'll miss
If you
it.
think so, officer, I'm not going to object. I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema. I'll take it from there.
There go those beautiful enamel boots. You will never own the full set now. May they rest in processing.
What should I do?
Continue working here. The locals, the case, or attend to your own business. I will meet you downstairs in the Whirling in Rags tomorrow morning, 7:30 sharp.
All right.
This means Lieutenant Kisuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You're free to do side tasks and even the main case, though it might be more difficult. If you have nothing to do, read books or sit on the bench on the plaza.
All right. What kind of tasks do we have? We could go talk to the smoker tonight. And go look into the special borscht. Why don't we do that? Hey, look who decided to join us. Buddy? Hey. Hi. Good morning. You looked so comfy this morning. But I guess the desire for breakfast is stronger than the desire to keep sleeping. Without ever touching it? Crazy. High psyche and physical attributes are a rare build. Miso, you gotta sit down, buddy. Oh.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
What's in the borscht?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Oh. Oh. Hey. Sorry, I don't understand.
Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer with his brow arched.
Yes.
Borscht need more vodka?
Oh, there's vodka in it. Okay.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
We get everybody drunk on borscht. Kind of want to. What do you think, chat? Turn it up, turn it down, or leave it. Buddy, Miso, what do you think? More vodka in the borscht? You're only thinking about your own food, aren't you? What a friend. He's a good buddy. Should be allowed to chew on the hoodie. He does like to chew on the, yeah, on my sweatshirt strings. That's like one of those cat owner things. You just have to like, where is it? Kind of tuck them inside. Otherwise, he'll just play with it. There's all kinds of headbutts today. Yes, I love you too. I'm very torn here. I'll leave it to you.
The cook gives you a long, inspecting look, then shrugs too, and seems to wait for you to speak.
You said you're friends with Manana?
The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends?
Yeah, okay. What are you up to, lady?
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Everything all right?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why'd you need to use
let
it?
the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Has your husband gone missing before?
It. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
You have more important things to worry about.
What's the expedition?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
Well, if you're a cryptozoologist, isn't that made up animals?
But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday.
Oh, but that thing collapsed.
The water lock, that was broken. Could this be it?
Who's Gary?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day. Oh my, what happened to the water lock?
Technical problem.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. You've spared me another sleepless night. Listen, sweetie, I hate to ask, but if your investigation happens to take you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
All right.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
All right, if I see him, I'll let him know.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Tell me more about Morel.
Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin.
You chewing on your toes? All right, whatever, man. You do you. What does he look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
You know, you could start with, like, what color his hair is.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
But trying to meet him on the street, what would I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
Okay.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
Sounds good.
I hope I've been useful.
All right, that's all. And then I think I have to call it there.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Time to go to work in the shit factory. I gotta get going. We will continue this. Let's do a quick save so I don't forget. And then we will continue this on Monday. Thank you guys for hanging out.